You're listening to Don't Miss This on Paris Underground Radio.
Weekly roundup of the best of what's happening in Paris. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity, the creator and founder of the Paris Underground Radio podcast network, featuring podcasts on a wide range of topics that come out 6 days a week and are made for people just like you. This week's edition of Don't Miss This covers the week of Sunday, July 10th through Saturday, July 16th, 2022. When I mention Peruvian food, how do you feel? If you said enthusiastic, then run quickly over to Mixtura, the Peruvian gastronomy festival in the 17th arrondissement, taking place today, July 10th, from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. On the menu, 7 culinary stands featuring the best of Peruvian cuisine. From the cevicheria and cold kitchen area to the walk and grill space, to the fusion space, which blends Peruvian and Japanese food, to the Creole and food area, to the regions of Peru area, to the dessert area. You can sample delicacies like ceviche, Peruvian fried rice, skewers marinated in Peruvian spices and beer, empanadas, steamed tamales, ricotta relleno, artisanal ice cream, raspadilla granita with local fruits, and of course, tres leches. Should you get thirsty, you can enjoy Peru's signature cocktail, the pisco sour, as well as typical wines from the Ica region, and soft drinks like Inca Cola and Chicha Morada. In addition to all that, you'll have the chance to learn from top chefs in master classes, visit textile and jewelry areas, sample local products, and watch dance performances. Mixtura will finish up with Fiesta Latina, with Latin artists and DJs from the Parisian scene. Mixtura will be held at the Wagram Pavilion in the 17th arrondissement on Sunday, July 10th, from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets are €12 at the door and include a welcome cocktail and a chance to win a trip to Peru from Air Europa. More information can be found at my.weezevent.com/mixtura. That's my.weezevent.com/mixtura. Have you ever looked at the Seine and thought to yourself, man, I wish I could jump in there with a million of my closest friends? Well, if so, you're in luck. The metropolis of Greater Paris, the City of Paris, the Rouen-Normandy metropolis, and the Havre-Seine metropolis are organizing an event called Big Jump, and Ile-de-France residents are encouraged to jump into the Seine to show their attachment to rivers, water quality, and environmental protection. This is the first time these metropolises are holding the Big Jump, and because entering the Seine in the heart of Paris is a little trickier, nautical demonstrations have been set up to allow you to soak your feet without danger. For example, head to Bras Marais de Seine between Pont de Sully and Pont Marais, where canoes, kayaks, Hawaiian outrigger canoes, and small sailboats will be provided. Big Jump will be held along the Seine at 3 p.m. on Sunday, July 10th, and is free to attend. More information can be found at paris.fr. The very next day, Monday, July 11th, marks the start of the Festival Paris l'été, or the Paris Summer Festival. This year's cutting-edge cultural festival is emphasizing multidisciplinary openness, with 20 partner venues in Paris and her suburbs. You'll find everything your culture-loving heart could want, from theater to music, dance, circus arts, exhibitions, visual art shows, puppeteering, and performance art. Among the 28 shows on offer, you'll find a free dance show at the Louvre Pyramid, an open-air circus in the Parc de la Villette, a multi-award-winning Molière show, Les Gros Patinent Bien, at the Centre Culturel Irlandais, and a visual experience of the Aurora Borealis at Notre Dame. The Festival Paris l'été will run from July 11th through July 31st. Prices range from free to €45, depending on the event. And more information can be found at parislete.fr. That's PARISLETE.fr. Wednesday, July 13th is many a young Parisienne's favorite day of the year. Why is that, you ask? Why, it's the Bal des Pompiers. Every year, on the 13th and 14th of July, a number of Parisian fire stations open their doors for a fireman's ball that runs until 4 a.m. Every year, that is, besides the last two, which were closed down due to everyone's bestie COVID. Some fire stations charge admission, most have live music, many have DJs, and all offer drinks for sale. If no admission is charged, a donation is suggested. All money earned goes towards improving the working conditions of the station and its residents. This year, 13 Parisian fire stations will be open on the 13th and 2 on the 14th. Apparently, this is a tradition that dates back to July 14th, 1937, so don't argue with history. For more information, including locations and hours, please visit pompierparis.fr. That's POMPIERSPARIS.fr. The next day, Thursday, July 14th, is La Fête Nationale, known as Bastille Day or the 14th of July in English. And this national holiday comes with many traditions. I'm going to walk you through what you can expect from top to tail. We begin at 10 a.m. with the military parade, beginning at the Arc de Triomphe, following along the Champs-Élysées, and ending at Place de la Concorde. This year, the public is invited once again to attend. This year's theme is Partager la flamme, or sharing the flame, which refers to the flame of the resistance in honor of Hubert Germain, the last companion of the liberation who died in October of last year, as well as the Olympic flame, which was officially transferred to France at the end of the Tokyo Olympic Games for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Olympic medal-winning soldiers will partake in the parade. France has also chosen to put Ukraine in the spotlight this year. During the parade, you'll see 6,300 soldiers, 71 planes, 25 helicopters, 221 vehicles, and 200 Republican Guard horses. The countries of Eastern Europe and the French troops deployed as part of the Watch in Ukraine will parade with the flags of 9 invited foreign countries: Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, the Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria. The military parade ends with music on the Place de la Concorde with a song specially composed for the occasion, entitled France, performed by Candice Paris. The air parade will begin at 10:30 a.m. It opens with the traditional passage of the Patrie de France and ends with the flight of an American Reaper drone. The military parade will run from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. along the Champs-Élysées, with the air parade beginning at 10:30. You are advised to arrive early. More information can be found at parisinfo.com. Before we go much further, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the metro closing on the morning of the 14th. All of the metros closest to the Champs-Élysées will be closed from 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., including Charles de Gaulle Étoile, Georges V, Franklin Roosevelt, Champs-Élysées Clemenceau, Concorde, and Tuileries. In addition, Champs-Élysées terraces will be closed from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Additionally, there will be a number of metro stations closer to the Eiffel Tower that will be completely closed beginning at 7 p.m. There are a lot of them, so I'm not going to list them all, but they are on lines 6, 8, 9, 10, and 13 and on the RERC. For more information, please visit ratp.fr. Speaking of the evening of La Fête Nationale, once again the National Orchestra of France, La Maîtrise, and the Chœur de Radio France are organizing a major symphonic Concert de Paris at the foot of the Eiffel Tower. But before that, beginning at 7:30 p.m., FIP Radio will play a 45-minute before show of DJ sets on the lawn of the Champ de Mars. Then, at 9 p.m., the Concert de Paris begins, with a live orchestra and operatic and musical soloists who will perform music by Hector Berlioz, Georges Bizet, Josephine Baker, and more, and ending with the traditional La Marseillaise. The Concert de Paris will also be broadcast live on France 2 and France Inter, and will be followed by the fireworks display from the Eiffel Tower and the Trocadero Gardens at 11 p.m. for around half an hour. They will also be broadcast live on France 2. To recap, DJs will spin on the Champ de Mars beginning at 7:30, the Concert de Paris will begin at 9 p.m., and the fireworks display will be at 11 p.m. Everything is free to attend, but you are advised to arrive 45 minutes early to get through the security checkpoint. For more information on the concert, please visit Maison de la Radio et de la Musique.fr. That's MAISONDELAMUSIQUE.fr. And for suggestions of places to watch from that are not Champ de Mars, please visit sortiraparis.com. That's SORTIRAPARIS.com. If parades and concerts and fireworks are not enough for you, let me suggest some other activities for La Fête Nationale. First, the Louvre is free all day upon registration. You are free to wander the halls of the permanent collections of the largest museum in the world. Next, you may have noticed a beautiful palace located opposite the Musée d'Orsay. This is the Hôtel de Seine, a magnificent private mansion also known as the Palais de la Légion d'honneur. It also houses the Legion of Honor Museum, dedicated to orders of chivalry and merit, as well as decorations and medals and foreign orders. It is also the only museum of its kind dedicated to floristics in Paris. In 1985, the palace was listed as an historic monument. Closed since March, the museum is free and reopens beginning on July 14th. If you're interested in the history behind the 14th of July, head to the Carnavalet Museum, which boasts, quote, the largest collection in the world of works of art and historical objects, dating from the years 1789 to 1799, including paintings, drawings, maps, sculptures, furniture, jewelry and precious objects, metals, and ceramics. Everyday objects, historical documents, and works of art recount the turbulent years that followed July 14th, 1789, up to the First Republic, then the Directory, and then to the Empire of Napoleon I. If you can wait a couple more days, the Carnavalet Museum is offering a guided tour of its collections with a theme of the French Revolution this Saturday, July 16th, between 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. You'll discover the actors of the Revolution, the great moments, the hopes and the promises generated by 3 upheavals, as well as the impact that these scenes had on the people and the artists who lived through this time. The Louvre will be free all day on July 14th upon registration. For more information about the Louvre, visit louvre.fr. That's LOUVRE.fr. The Musée de la Légion d'honneur will reopen beginning on July 14th and is free to attend. Learn more at légiondhonneur.fr. That's LEGIONDHONNEUR.fr. The Musée Carnavalet is open on July 14th, but is offering a guided tour on Saturday, July 16th from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information, please visit carnavalet.paris.fr. That's CARNAVALET.paris.fr.
Are you a book lover who's always looking for the next best book? Or an avid reader who'd love the chance to ask their favorite author a question? Well, then you might like my other podcast, Storytime in Paris, where I interview writers with a French connection, with questions that come from you, the author's fans and followers. Then, the authors treat us to a reading from their books. Listen now to Storytime in Paris on parisundergroundradio.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. We'll be right back with Don't Miss This after a word from our sponsors. And now, back to Don't Miss This.
All right, enough of this national holiday malarkey. The next day, Friday, July 15th, we could head back to the Louvre for the festival Paradiso, a free open-air cinema in the Coeur Carré du Louvre, but unfortunately the only way to attend is to have won tickets and the raffle ended last month, so let's head slightly further afield, into the 13th arrondissement. The Marais of the 13th arrondissement has organized Ciné Quartier 13 with open-air cinema every Friday night from July 15th through August 5th in various locations throughout the 13th. This year's theme? Friendship. And the films on offer include Shrek, Les Intouchables, Un singe en hiver, and Tout ce qui brille. Ciné Quartier 13 will run from July 15th through August 5th within the 13th arrondissement and is free to attend. For specific locations and start times, which are generally between 10 and 10:30 p.m., please visit marie13.paris.fr. That's MAIRIE13.paris.fr. If you're looking to add just a touch more history into your week, you're in luck, because the sound and light show La Nuit aux Invalides is back to regale us with the life and conquests of Napoleon Bonaparte. This 10th edition celebrates the 200th anniversary of Napoleon's death with its new show, Napoléon, l'envol de l'aigle, or Napoleon, the Flight of the Eagle. Thanks to the latest in video mapping and staging by Bruno Cellier, you'll spend nearly 50 minutes immersed in the Napoleonic legend, following Napoleon's incredible path towards and as emperor to the civil and military heritage that he left behind. Multi-channel sound will create an enveloping effect, and the latest generation 4K laser projectors will cover 5,000 square meters of completely renovated stone surfaces. You can then continue the evening with a nocturnal walk, again staged by Bruno Cellier, in the Église du Dôme to discover Napoleon's tomb. La Nuit aux Invalides, Special Napoleon Edition, will be at the Hôtel des Invalides from July 16th to September 26th, and more information including ticketing can be found at lanuitauxinvalides.fr. That's LANUITAUXINVALIDES.fr. Okay, let's dance our way into the weekend with Lollapalooza Paris 2022. After 2 editions canceled due to the health crisis, Lola Paris will be back for 2 days with headliners like Imagine Dragons, Pearl Jam, David Guetta, Megan Thee Stallion, and Phoebe Bridgers. For this new edition, Lola Paris has also announced the arrival of a stage entirely dedicated to French hip-hop, a first in the history of major festivals in the Ile-de-France region. Along with Lola Paris, you'll also find Lola Planète, Lola Chef, and Kidzapalooza. Another novelty announced for 2022? A street food market. Lollapalooza Paris 2022 will be held at the Hippodrome Paris-Longchamp on July 16th and 17th, and more information, including ticketing, can be found at lolaparis.com. That's LOLLAPARIS.com.
Well, that's it for this week's roundup of Don't Miss This. For more great content, including a look behind the scenes, videos from Paris, a book club, and exclusive events, please join me on Patreon at patreon.com/Paris Underground Radio. If you enjoyed this roundup, please tell a friend. If you venture out to any of the events mentioned in this podcast, please let me know and tag Paris Underground Radio on Facebook or Instagram. And if you think you have an event we should know about, please feel free to email me at hello@parisundergroundradio.com with the subject line, Don't Miss This. I'm your host, Jennifer Garrity. You can find me on all socials at Jennyphoria. That's JennyPhoria. Don't Miss This is produced by me for Paris Underground Radio. For more on Don't Miss This and shows like it, please go to parisundergroundradio.com. Thank you so much for listening, and happy exploring! Don't Miss This is produced by Jennifer Garrity for Paris Underground Radio. For more on this show and shows like it, please go to parisundergroundradio.com.